You know, we do have the chance for tornadoes, and the farther south you go, the more likely it is. But even in metro Atlanta and North Fulton and Cobb and Forsyth, you know, good idea to have a plan, know what to do if there is a tornado warning for you. Interior room without any windows. If you have a basement, that's the best place to be. And have some shoes, certainly have on some sneakers or a place for those. So severe storms, the greatest threat in the timing between 3 and 6 o'clock, late this afternoon and this evening. Isolated tornadoes, winds, straight line winds, and some heavy rain, 1 to 2 inches perhaps. And then we are in for a very cold week ahead with temperatures Tuesday and Wednesday, even Thursday morning, getting into the 20s. So 23, our coldest morning will be Wednesday. So here's the satellite and radar perspective. The big storms here still out in Mississippi, so we've got some time. But the farther south you go, that's where the air is warm. It's the warm sector, and it's a little more unstable and will become so later today. But here throughout all of Georgia, you can see maybe an isolated shower, but we've got cloudy skies, mild, even some breaks in the clouds. So you've got a couple of hours, exercise, get out, do errands before the storms come in. All right, SPC has kind of updated this a few times at this point. This is today's severe outlook. Now, the lightest green is a marginal, very slight risk. The slight risk we see often, it's not out of the question now. It's this orange enhanced risk. That is where there may be a 50% chance for an isolated tornado. And the places of that, Columbus, Macon, Albany, Georgia, and south of LaGrange. And then Carrollton, Atlanta, Athens, Eatonton, Lake Sinclair, Lake Oconee. That yellow region, also be mindful, maybe a 30% chance this afternoon for an isolated tornado. But even some straight line wind damage, not out of the question with some of these storms that get stronger. So 1 o'clock, maybe some light rain. You can see that coming in. But then watch this. 2 o'clock, you can see where the heavier storms are and the stronger storms. But the farther south, 3, 4 o'clock, you'll notice here, Columbus, Macon, Albany, Georgia. So well south of I-20 and even east perhaps. That's where the warm front is. That's where the air is more unstable. And that is where the likelihood or potential thereof to see a storm become more severe. 5 o'clock, you can see south and east. This is where we're going to see it. Even if you're not going to see a tornado or something that severe, we'll really see some strong gusty winds and some strong storms. By 6 o'clock, it all moves out. So it's really just a window of time between 2 and 3 and 6 and 7 o'clock tonight. And then the cold front moves through, and then this cold air comes in. So a tornado, a low risk in Atlanta, but the farther south you go, that risk does get enhanced, be where we have that enhanced warning. Heavy rain, 1 to 2 inches. Flooding, of course, the ground so saturated. Lightning, and also winds. Could see some 60-mile-per-hour winds with some of these stronger storms. The rainfall potential, perhaps 1 to 2 inches of rain. But then the Arctic blast comes in, and this is where we get into some of the coldest air we've seen. We've only been at 22 degrees. January 21st, we hit 22, and that's the coldest, and we've got a 23-degree reading this week. 63 degrees, again, heavy rain, thunderstorms, average high is 61. So we're going to get mild before the storms come in. Then on Monday, again, we've got a straight week with dry skies through Friday. Friday, we get into a 40% chance for rain as of Saturday, but it will be bright and sunny, but it will feel very winter-like, very cold, especially you can see Wednesday morning. Wednesday and Thursday mornings, the coldest mornings with temperatures in the 20s. Highs only in the 40s. Our average high is 61, so certainly a very cold week, but once we get through today's storms. So be weather aware. If you can certainly do that, just be mindful later this afternoon or this evening, wherever you are.